News music.
Ugh,
No, not today.
not today.
What do we decide? Every third and fifth
Every
episode?
third and fifth episode, you'll get a news intro, but I didn't feel like looking up the music this time.
That's fair. Who's got the time?
Who's got the time? Who's got the energy? We got a lot to
we're-
talk about.
We're busy cats on the go. I don't know if anyone's told you this. Did you know we're undefeated in the month of June?
That is true.
Pretty good.
2 for 2.
2 for 2.
That's also got the first pinfall victory of my career. Actually,
I've been wrestling for 37 years, and last Saturday I got to pin someone. Pretty exciting for you.
I really did want to look up when my last pinfall victory, or even my last. Well, no, I wouldn't be able to tell because a lot of the tag matches, I feel like you got the pin.
Maybe.
But yeah, I'm gonna look it up. You keep talking.
Are you? Does it? Does it have the results like that? Does it have
No,
like
but at
who
least I'll
pinned
be
who?
able to see, like, maybe I got the pin in this match. Maybe I got the pin in this match.
Maybe you get the pin every time and you're just being a baby about it.
No, I'm not. Oh, but I mean, I don't really care. It's not like pins fucking matter.
Seems like you care.
A little bit.
A little bit. Or a lot.
Okay. No. Nope.
No.
Did I get the pin in the Us versus 4 Minutes of Heat versus Miggs and Tommy match? Maybe.
We both did.
There you go.
We did a combination crucifix and jackknife.
Yes, that's so stupid. Why are we doing that?
Because it was funny. Because I could
so-
only do a crucifix on the biggest guys, and
Yeah.
Ray was big.
February 7th, 2020.
That's right. I mean, that sounds like a long time ago, but that was what, 4 or 5 matches ago for you?
5 matches
Yeah.
ago.
So not that long.
No. But before that... Actually, yeah, I guess...
Before that, it was 2017.
No, I guess December 27th, 2019, in the Go tournament, Block B, where I pinned Elliot Tyler.
Boom.
After stuffing him in a garbage can.
There you go.
So, there you go.
I would describe your career as storied.
Storied? Yeah.
Long and storied.
Well, I've had a lot of matches.
12?
Nope. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, but okay.
What am I at? When was
7,500.
Seems like a lot. My 500th was with Cody in 2016. So probably maybe towards 600.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If you go by cage match,
I was gonna say cage match doesn't have the first 480.
nope.
But what are you gonna do?
I got 92.
Pretty good. That's more than I was expecting, actually.
Yep. I mean, it helps when every 3-2-1 battle show
Yeah.
got put up there.
Shout out to that autistic 321 fan who put them all up.
I also have my Galaxy Pro Wrestling match against Davey Vega.
I'm excited for our second Galaxy Pro Wrestling match
Yeah.
in April 2023.
10 years in the making.
10 years in the making.
Although it was October, not
It's still
April, but 2013.
Calendar years.
Calendar years.
Yeah, every 10 years we fly ourselves to Tennessee to wrestle in front of 13 people.
But it's mostly to
12 of whom are juggalos.
That is true. And then you play the game of do dives to the floor and try to hit a juggalo.
Then you try to hit a juggalo. Yeah.
That was a fun game.
Yeah. But no, it's to hang out with our friend and exonerated rapist. Exonerated.
Exonerated.
He didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything. Bitches are bitches.
I guess there's a better way to say it than exonerated rapists. Because it still has the word rapist in it. So, yeah, we'll tweak that.
President
of the He-Man Woman Haters Club?
Oh, yeah, could be.
I mean,
Although not anymore.
I would be.
Yeah.
If that happened to me.
Yep. Although not anymore, because they're not a woman anymore.
Oh, that's true. They kind of did like a reverse Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not exact. It's not 1-to-1, but but it is. It's still. It is at the very least interesting.
Interesting.
Because like Kevin Spacey raped a boy. And he's like,
yeah,
for all intents and purposes.
Only one.
I mean, one famous one, and then lots of non-famous. Anthony Rapp.
Sure.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
He was in Rent and stuff. He's like an actual like known Broadway actor.
Gotcha.
And then that was the one we knew about. And then there's probably a couple others. Yeah, and then he got in trouble for raping a boy, and he's like, guys, no, I'm gay. And everyone's like,
listen, I can't be a rapist because I'm gay.
I mean, that's a little bit true, but
Anthony Rapp. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And everyone was like, oh. And like, it kind of put everyone back on their heels for a minute. People were like, oh, can we not be mad at him? Did he win this? Did Spacey win this one? And they're like, okay, okay, good for you being gay, question mark. But we're going to make you into Christopher Plummer in a movie that's written. And then but as a trade-off, because you're not all the way blacklisted, you do get to make the best YouTube video of all time. If y'all motherfuckers listening right now and you haven't seen Kevin Spacey's Let Me Be Frank on YouTube, am I pronouncing that right? YouTube. Turn this dumb podcast off.
HTTP?
That's an https://www.youtube.com/Kevin Spacey. Let me be frank.
I did not know that in May, on the end of May this year, he was charged with 4 counts of sexual assault against 3 men in the UK.
Tight.
I did not know that.
None of whom are Anthony Rapp.
Nope.
So that
was in the last couple weeks.
So we're putting up numbers.
So funny. I've had relationships with both men and women. I have loved and had romantic encounters with men throughout my life. I choose now to live as a gay man. Those are his exact words.
That's very funny.
That is so funny.
And it worked for a minute.
It worked for a little bit.
People are like, we're not sure because the world is so dumb.
Yeah.
But we think rape is still bad. I think we have to be a little mad at you, Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
We have to be a little mad. But then, and then, so the not one-to-one of that was the girl at the time who convinced another girl to accuse our friend Steve of rape, then became trans. After also doing the same thing to a second person.
Yes.
And then she, they, he, in that order, was like, no, guys, I'm trans. And everyone's like,
well, okay.
Oh.
Now we can't be mad at you.
I guess we can't be mad at you, even though you, ruined a guy's life.
What's her fucking...
I think the former, Amar. Oh, are we saying full names?
I don't know. Probably not.
I think it's Ricky now.
Ricky what? Gibson?
Ooh, that would be a twist. Martin?
Oh. Nope, not Ricky Martin. Starks?
It wasn't Ricky Martin?
No.
He's not living La Vida Loca?
He is not.
Now, Ricky Martin did it right.
This guy pretends that he's straight, but he's really gay. Me! No, he's a Latin pop star. I'm not a Latin pop star. He's living La Vida Loca. Ricky Martin. I wrote that one. It's one of the best jokes on Key and Peele.
Yeah.
It really is. Me!
No. He's
a Latin pop star. I'm not a Latin pop star. That's very funny.
Ricky Martin did it right. He looked and acted gay all the time. Never said he was for a while. Then he said he was, and he didn't rape anybody.
Yeah. Made millions before you could be openly gay.
Yeah.
And then became openly gay, and everybody was like, well, yeah.
Yeah, great. Everyone was happy.
What is this, news?
Everyone's happy. Nobody got raped.
It's great. Although, like, maybe he got raped because he was in Menudo.
He was in Menudo, and
was there rapes in Menudo?
Of course, he got raped because he turned gay. Is that a thing you can say?
Well, you just said it.
Huh? Have to timestamp that one. But one thing we will have to timestamp is this ad for our friend Pay Garrick. Listen to his podcast, The Extreme Timeline.
Do you hate modern wrestling? Wish you could go back to the sex and violence of the 90s? You're not alone. Eric and Tom are going back to 1993 to watch ECW from the beginning to its end. So come get extreme. Just search for Extreme Timeline on any podcast app and come get extreme.
And we're back. Write it down. Write
it's in my head.
It's in you piece of shit.
I'll tell you. It's in my head.
Okay. Let's make a deal, you and I, Darjeeling Limited style. Let's make an agreement.
Yeah.
All right?
Which one am I?
You're the one with the fucked up nose.
No, I'm not Adrian Brody.
I like that you went him before Owen Wilson, who has an in storyline.
Yeah, but I went with the one that's
went with bigger.
Bigger nose.
Yeah, bigger is better. Are you writing it? If you're writing it down, this game's over.
Nope. Go for it.
Are you just drawing a pretty cat?
No.
You tell me the timestamp. The last thing said on this podcast is the timestamp for the ad.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. I don't trust you. I don't believe you.
That's fine. You don't have to.
Well, I hope you didn't want your ad this week, Gary.
It's going to be at the very end. The podcast will go to silence for 3 seconds and then be like, fuck!
God damn it. And it'll probably only be on the YouTube version. Mm-hmm. Like that other time.
I
fixed it.
Eventually.
Whatever. Grow
After
up.
Pay Eric called you out on it.
Shut up. Fuck you.
Fuck off.
I guess we got a bunch of news to get into. We should get into the promised news, the teaser news from last week first. Yes. Yeah. All right. So, our friend and Australian anime correspondent, Leo Larkin, who gave us the DL on the Jinro, the Wolf Brigade,
the Jinro finish,
among other things. Hipped me to some fun news, trademark patent pending.
As this, of course, is the news.
As is the news. To where, so via thegamer.com, a website I frequent.
I'm sorry, gamer.
G-A-Y.
Yeah.
No, just regrettably just regular gamer.
What?
So I guess there's like a military type game. I've never heard of it. War Thunder. You're the gamer of the group. Are you familiar with War Thunder?
Big War Thunder guy.
I was gonna say it doesn't end in 2K22, so you probably don't.
It's a big Thunder from Down Under is what I'm familiar with.
But so I know it's a thing with Call of Duty too, like actual like
Call of Duty.
Military dudes play it,
right?
Because they can't get enough of it in real life. They got to do it in their downtime too.
I guess
it's a certain kind of guy.
that is a very specific man.
Yeah. But so they're in the message boards for War Thunder. Actual military people are leaking actual military secrets in order to win arguments on the message board.
How else are you going to do? How else are you going to win the argument?
War Thunder's forum has become a hotbed for illegally shared classified military documents in the past 2 years. Last year, classified military documents were leaked on War Thunder forums between 2 and 6 times. But it didn't end with 2021, as a different person has leaked more classified documents on the same forum, making it a hotbed for accidental whistleblowing. In July, players were arguing about Britain's Challenger 2 main battle tank, saying the in-game depiction was inaccurate. Okay, military autism, best autism. I love it.
I guess any autism is great.
Sure.
Any funny autism is great.
Yeah, saying the in-game depiction of the tank was inaccurate. So one player replied with the actual tank's actual manual. which alerted the UK's Ministry of Defence as the documents were classified. Essentially, sharing them is illegal, but to try to settle a war thunder argument, somebody broke the law for it. Was it worth it? Probably not. 3 months later, another argument about another tank sparked another sharing of another classified manual. And as reported by Kotaku, it's happened again. This time a player shared armament schematics for a Chinese tank to try and get the developers to change in-game stats, citing their inaccuracy. Again, there was no serious whistleblowing or attempt to leak military documents, just careless sharing of classified information on a games forum.
Just dick measuring.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a couple more paragraphs, but I don't know if... let's say our community managers immediately banned the user and deleted his post as the information on this particular shell. Oh, there's something about actual like ordnance. Ordnance is guns and ammo and stuff. Ordinance is like making rules. Yes. Yeah. So it's supposed to something like Chinese shell, I guess tank shells. Publishing classified information on any vehicle of any nation at War Thunder forums is clearly prohibited, and the game developers never use it in their work. So that's pretty fun, and I think Leo also included a picture of like the giant fuck off shell, which is like 8 feet long. It's like a giant dart. It's very cool. So thanks for that. That was indeed fun news.
Fun news.
But military autists, because the tank stats in their video game aren't accurate, are just posting military secrets.
But I like getting goaded into like you pussy, you'd never show me the manual. Like.
But I don't think they need to get goaded. No. I think someone says like these tank stats should be different. Another guy says no, I don't think they should, and he's like, oh yeah, here's the fucking manual.
Yeah? You want to fucking know?
Because I'm a colonel.
A colonel.
A colonel.
Colonel.
And then we got other news also related to last week from the mysterious Dan S.
Dan S.
So Dan, I hope you're listening. So, as best I can tell, you like just registered your Twitter account. You followed a few accounts, some like Adam related, then like Drunken Peasants and Red Letter Media. The only tweet you've made has been to me, although I did like your one liked tweet, which was like I guess like a famous chef tweeting at
Bobby Flay.
Not Bobby Flay. I've already forgotten his name, but it's
Robert Fillett.
Jose something. Tweeting at Rudy Giuliani to stop being bad. And if he does stop being bad, he can have all the at Diet Coke and at Diet Pepsi he wants in his restaurants, which is very nice. And like, you know what, Rudy, take him up on it. It sounds like a guy, and he's a chef with 1.1 million followers. So obviously, he's a well-known chef. So he's probably got a couple of restaurants, and that's a lot of free diet soda. So, so that was Dan S's one liked post. His one tweet has been at me, saying, "What do I got to pay for you to talk about this?" And I said, "I don't know. If someone opens by offering money, I'm going to shoot my shot. Yeah. I'm going to say, I don't know, $100." And then like around the time I was responding to his tweet, he also DM'd me.
He slid in.
He slid in, and good on him. And you're all welcome to as well. Where should you do that? At Not Scott Henson. Where should they slide for you?
On Twitter. At Terrence Hoppas. On the things.
And so he asked me the same thing via DM, and I said like, oh, well, while I was saying like, hey, I don't know what your financial situation is. If it's good, $100 would be sick. If not, we can talk. But I took too long to do it, and then I probably typed part of it, went to something else, came back to it, so he saw like the 3 dots, the magic 3 typing dots come up a few times, and I think got sort of annoyed and thought, I was just dicking around, I guess, and and I don't know, and posted something to the effect. But it was funny because his post about me dicking around was sent like a split second after I actually sent my response, so that he immediately responded like, "Oh shit, sorry, I thought you were being a jerk, and but you just took a minute to respond. So sorry about that." And then he said, "Yeah, like 100 seems okay." And I'm like, "Sick, man, thanks so much, like really appreciate it." And he said, "Where do I send?" And I sent my PayPal link, which hey, you know what? Good question, Drew. PayPal.me/not Scott Henson. And if you want us to talk about cool things, send a fucking $100 there.
Yeah.
All right. That doesn't seem so hard.
Yeah.
We ain't trying to.
Seems pretty easy.
We ain't trying to reinvent the wheel over here. Just send $100 and we're talking about something
cool.
USD. United States dicks.
Yep.
And so I sent him the PayPal link, and it showed up as red. And but I don't know. Maybe I didn't send it fast enough. There's about a 5-minute gap between when I saw his last response and sent the link. Yeah. But the link has been seen. The link is shown as seen. Nothing was sent on PayPal. Then like half an hour later, I just followed up like, "Hey, just making sure the link works." That post, half an hour later, and this was like 6 days ago by the time y'all are hearing this, has not been read. I don't know if he's been... I think he's been on Twitter once.
Yeah.
I think he has had one Twitter experience. And then I sent him another follow-up yesterday saying, "Hey, and don't any of you think this is going to work twice." Saying, "Hey, this is a fun thing to talk about, so we're going to talk about it when we record tomorrow. If you still want to send something after the fact, would really appreciate it." Also, obviously, still unread, as is the thing from 5 days ago. So, Dan S., if you're a listener, hey, we're here for you, pal. But any of you other fucking freeloaders, you think you're gonna ask us to talk about something? Offer money, not send money.
You think you're gonna swindle us?
And then we're gonna talk about it and hope you send us money after? Good fucking luck. This is a Dan S. special, and the rest of you can suck it. All right. I hope I've made myself clear.
And don't feel like the constraints of $100.
Do not feel limited to $100.
Yeah. If you want to go above and beyond, we'll talk about your topics.
Sky is the limit.
We'll blow you kisses.
I mean, if you send enough, we'll do a whole fucking episode on your dumb topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That can be negotiated easily. But so if you remember, a mere 7 days ago, how did we get on to 9/11? We definitely got on to 9/11.
Because of the movie.
Oh, yeah. The movie was entirely about 9/11. Because Ed Norton was Ed Norton was America. Yeah. Ed Norton getting busted with drugs and money was 9/11. Yes. And, I don't know, we might have made vague allusions to a certain demographic of people maybe getting a call.
I couldn't tell you which ones.
That morning, not to come to work, which, hey, it kept the numbers down. It kept us to a mere 3,000. We could have had a national tragedy on our hands. But 3,000, that's just a school shooting today.
Yeah, that's chicken scratch. That's just nothing.
That's just an Uvalde.
Uvalde. Is that what we're calling it now?
Uvalde Bowl.
Uvalde Bowl.
So here is disgraced former SNL cast member Al Franken. Early Me Too receiver.
Yes, he was.
And rightfully so, because he grabbed a military lady's tits while doing a USO tour.
Yep.
In his defense,
they were nice tits?
Pretty good tits.
Pretty good tits.
On a military lady.
On a military lady. You don't see that very often, but when you do.
I hate to tease, but tits reminded me of tits. So Al Franken can wait a minute. On stream, we'll be back to it this Sunday. We're playing the new game, The Quarry, by the people who did Until Dawn. Is that a game?
Yep.
Yeah. Those people.
Okay.
Yeah, and they've done a little anthology of games in the interim, all of which suck.
Okay.
The Dark Pictures anthology. There was The Man of Medan.
Okay.
Little Hope. and a third one that I was not present for.
Okay.
And they're all bad and stupid, and every single one is It Was All a Dream. They're like horror games that turns out it was nothing and you're dumb.
Is David Arquette in this game?
David Arquette is in this game, and he is the jowliest, punchiest motherfucker you've ever seen. Also,
Leave him alone.
Have
you seen the documentary about him?
Yes.
And was he not kind of charming?
He's very. I like David Arquette.
Leave him alone. He can look jowly if he wants.
But I don't know if it's David Arquette or the animation. But he looks like Marlon Brando with cotton balls.
Nice.
Yeah,
I do like that.
It's crazy looking. I don't like. I'm like. I know people age and look worse. Prime example, David Arquette. But I don't think he look. I don't know if he looks as bad as he looks in the game. Is what I'm saying.
Probably not. Wait a minute.
Also, Ted Raimi is in the
I was
game.
gonna say, is that Joxer the Mighty himself?
You bet your ass it's Joxer the Mighty. Yeah. But the most famous person in the game, of course, is Ariel Winter, the middle daughter from Modern Family. And I've mostly just been calling her tits in the game.
Yeah. But you are aware that she got them deflated, right?
I'm
like the greatest crime to humanity.
Well aware, we're getting there. And I guess one time I too aggressively called her tits, and Adam was taken aback by it. And it's just Modern Family is so funny, not because of the writing, but because of circumstances beyond their control, where the older her character is she's a hot slut, and she remained flat as a board for the entirety of the 10, possibly 11-year run of Modern Family. And the middle daughter, Ariel Winter, who was the nerd, that was her character, grew the biggest tits,
triple E's,
on record in American film.
Yeah.
And it was so funny, all the things they tried to do to cover up this nerd's giant fucking tits.
Huge.
Because they don't work for her character. No. She should have given those tits to her sister. The show would have worked.
The only thing I know about that, I think, is that the sister was... I need to find the cast, because where's her? There you go. Haley.
Yeah.
Played by Sarah Hyland. Maybe not. I thought she was a lot older. When she she was an adult playing graduating high school, going to university.
And she's 45 now.
She's 31 now, and Ariel Winter's 24.
She was older because she wasn't 7 years older than her sister in the show. She was 2 or 3 years old. Yeah.
Yep. Anyways.
So, and then as has been stated, she got a breast reduction because of her crippling back pain. And
also she I'm reading right here that she claimed the awkwardness of developing at 12 years old in the public eye.
Oh, 12 years. Oh, she was drinking that good milk.
Yeah. But
she was drinking that hormone milk.
I'm going to state this as a hetero cis male.
Yeah.
But if you're a woman, which God forbid you had to be a woman.
Where is this going?
Why would you be so fucking sad about having huge knockers?
Best tits
you realize it will literally get you anything and everything
your life
for the rest of your
so
fucking
easy
life.
forever.
You don't know how much harder it is to be a man. You can just be hot. You don't even necessarily have to be hot. You can just have huge tits. And guys are going to do everything for you.
Look, there's going to be
even if you don't want it. Even if you're no, I want to be an independent woman who's smart and goes to school and is educated and gets a good job, blah, blah, blah.
No, that ship is sailed.
You can still do that.
Sure.
But there's going to be men that are just here's $10,000.
Yeah.
What for? Nothing. Just have it, please. I just want to know that I gave those tits $10,000.
Can I give you an honorary doctorate from Cornell?
Yeah, 100%. Like, you don't need to do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, like there's gonna be sexual harassment and the constant threat of rape, but besides that, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be it's gonna be good. You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee
Did you know that she was an emancipated minor?
A pantsamated minor?
Pantsamated minor?
They took her pants off?
Took her pants off as a minor.
should have taken the top off. Look at the tits.
Yeah.
No, so she has like bad... Oh, wait, was her dad Edgar Winter?
No, I guess her mom was
she
emotionally and physically abusive to her as a child.
I'm guessing she was
her much older sister emancipated her.
An awful stage mom, probably.
Must have been.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and crack my 3 down, 13 to go Nitro Pepsi.
Okay. Oh.
Easy, fella. And I said, easy, big fella. I gotta pour hard, 1 sec.
I'm gonna look it up.
I follow the instructions on the can to the letter.
Good.
This is one of the hardest pours I've ever done. Look at that head.
Look at that head.
That nitrogen head.
Nitrogen head. Oh, just.
Smooth, creamy.
I mean, like,
Love it.
the disappointing part is, like, face-wise, whatever, but, like...
Oh my, they are bordering on obnoxious.
They're like comical.
Yeah.
Like, they're like...
They're almost so big they're silly.
They're like, in South Park, Beth.
Where, like, yes, where you can't see her face. Yeah.
I do like that.
It's like some creep drew it.
I do like that somebody did a bad photo job of just making them even more enormous. As if she needed help.
Poor girl. But anyway, shout out to Ariel Winter in new video game The Quarry.
The Quarry. Is it one of those, like, play-along spookums?
It is a play-along spookums. And I think we played maybe half, and I think I called very early that there's going to be a werewolf aspect to it. So I'm hoping to begin the stream next Sunday with TF and never stop.
Scott, I got a hard statement to make for you.
Okay.
That you're aware of the argument, but why is it always got to be wolf?
I know. Well, yeah. No, preaching to the choir, pal.
Yeah.
Fucking big dog has his dirty paws and everything.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Like, what is
is Big Dog in bed with the NRA?
Probably.
Like,
honestly,
getting their hands and their dirty, scummy paws and everything.
Yeah. Like, what is if you do a pie chart?
Yeah.
Of all the wares that appear in media, what slice of that pie is wolf?
95, and then the were-jaguar from Hellboy.
Yeah, about that.
And Curse of the Were-Rabbit from...
Curse of the Were-Rabbit from Wallace and Gromit. And that's basically it. That's about all you get.
You can do were anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't just have to be wolf.
Fuck you, big dog.
Fucking wolves. Idiots.
You stink.
All you gotta do is beat up the smallest one, they run away like bitches.
Let's you and I go beat up a small wolf.
Let's go find a small wolf and kick his ass.
Yeah.
The rest of them all leave quietly. That being said, there are some incredible werewolf movies.
Sure.
I mean,
with the law of... Imagine, if you will, a world where they made as many were-cat movies as there were werewolf movies. How many sick were-cat movies there would be?
I'm gonna make one.
Good!
That's my goal now, is to make a were-cat movie. Although I did want to make a werewolf movie with Kelly, but
yeah.
I'm going to make a were-cat movie without Kelly.
I thought you could make it with Kelly as the ultimate insult.
Oh, that is pretty good.
Hey, you want the job or not, motherfucker?
Hey, Kelly, you want to hang dong in this movie? Well, you're going to be a cat. That was the one...
I don't know what he would say.
That was the one promise that I made to him, is that if I make this movie and you be the werewolf, Kelly, you're hanging dong.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah.
Of course.
Of course. I'm not sheathing for anything.
Yeah. But would he do it if he had to be a cat?
If he had to be a cat? I bet you he would. No, I don't know.
It's 50-50, honestly.
He gets to hang dick, and it would be a barbed dick.
I know. But
that's pretty good.
I know. Well, it's good for us.
I'm going to write it. Even though I already have a script for the werewolf one, but wolf is getting changed to lynx. Were-lynx. Got those big floofers.
They do have some big floofers.
This is those back feet are just like this big.
They're snowshoes.
They're snowshoes. Yeah. They're huge.
They're great. Could use a better tail, though.
Could use a better tail, but I'll take big pads over mediocre tail like any day.
Have I told you how much and how often Ben trolls me on Drunken Peasants like every single time I'm on?
Sometimes
he's like, "So you're a bobcat, right?" because I've expressed my tail.
Yeah.
Wishes that get feelings.
Okay.
Opinions, I think, is what I was looking for, and then he also gives me shit for not eating fish. I'm like, tigers don't eat fish, motherfucker.
No,
get out of here.
And if you would just commit, you could eat people. I don't think Siberian tigers are eating people. You've seen how big Russia is, right? And how where the tigers live is exclusively snow.
Yeah.
Like, I bet, like, you know how they say, like, when you're in the ocean, you're like, what, like 900 meters away from a shark at all times or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In Russia, you're like 800 kilometers away from the nearest tiger. Like, tigers and humans are not interacting at all in Russia. In India, tigers eat 300,000 people a year. I think those numbers are a little inflated.
But you see my point.
You could be eating a person a day for the rest of your life.
Look.
And absorbing his power.
Ravenous style.
But look. Also, you'd have to get the accent every time you eat it. So
remember when we heard the perfect accent in Walmart?
Yes, we did.
I was like, oh, if the accent I do sounds exactly like some of the actual ones, not all, but some, then it's not racist.
Sure. If you're not doing the most comical one.
Yeah. It is an accurate homage.
Yes. It's paying tribute.
But yes, look, I would love to eat a person a day for the rest of my life. But I don't want to do tech support for Microsoft. So I'm going to keep being Russian and not Indian. And what bad thing did a Russian ever do?
Nothing. They're nature's heroes. They fought out. They literally won the war against the Nazis. If it wasn't for them, then Europe gone.
And right now they're winning another war against Nazis. If you believe their news.
If you ask Putin, they're getting the Nazis out of the Ukraine.
Yeah.
Oh, then how come you're not going to Poland? Well, Poland's next.
I mean, Poland is basically always asking for
or
it.
Also all of Eastern Germany still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wall is still up.
Remember when JBL did it in Germany?
Shout out.
That was very funny.
Shout out to pro wrestlers goose stepping in Germany.
Yeah. John Bradshaw Layfield doing a goose step on the apron in a tag match in Berlin. Mm-hmm. And then being banned from entering the country ever again.
That's great. Yeah, they're surprisingly sensitive about it.
They're real strict on doing Nazi salutes in Germany. Who would have thought?
And speaking of the Nazis, here's Al Franken talking about a certain group of people who got a phone call.
6 months after 9/11, the Gallup poll of Islamic countries found that an overwhelming majority of those surveyed believe the attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon had not been the work of Arabs. Well-educated Egyptians and Saudis believe that the Israelis were behind the murder of 3,000 innocents on 9/11. One of the widely disseminated stories was that no Jews died in the collapse of the trade towers because they had received calls telling them not to go to work that day. To tell you the truth, I got the Jew call. I had an office in the Trade Center where I used to do most of my writing. The call came from former New York Mayor Ed Koch.
Okay.
Al, he told me, don't go to work on the 23rd day of Elul.
And P.S., the 23rd of Elul in 5761 Jew calendar. There's got to be a nicer way to say that.
Yeah,
but
probably.
At any rate, it works out to Tuesday, September 11th, 2001. And I like the way that Franken sets it up, because you don't think it's going where it's going.
At first,
he's like, oh, there's this crazy conspiracy.
He's debunking a conspiracy.
Yeah, this crazy conspiracy theory that that all the Jews got a call not to come into work that day. So anyway, so I got the call.
I got the call.
What? From former gay Jewish mayor of New York, Ed Koch. Yep. How am I doing? I don't know. Not great, Ed.
The September 12th, 2021. None of the synagogues had any attendance.
What? Hold on.
Because nobody was mourning.
September 12th, 2021?
2001.
I'm like, did something happen last year that I missed?
Yeah, it was the 20th anniversary.
Well, we had the party. We
No, but they didn't have anybody in mourning.
Oh, no, it's true.
Yeah,
no,
because...
empty. Well,
they didn't lose anybody.
Might have been a few calls. But yeah, no, because last year, September 11, 2021, we had the 20th anniversary party. We played 2 big games of Jenga.
Yep.
And,
side by side, but one at a time, and one you had to finish first.
Yeah, one just after the other.
Yep.
The one facing north first.
Yep. We came back half an hour later to finish the other game. I'll be back to feed you in about 30 minutes.
And then we...
Try your hardest to find Anthony Jeselnik 9/11 babies. I don't think you can. Maybe you find the full episodes, maybe, but...
Is it from the
Jeselnik
offensive? Yeah.
But online, there's no videos of anything from that show.
It's tough. It's a tough find.
But try and find 9/11 babies. It's very funny.
Yeah. Do I have all the episodes?
Yeah.
Of course I do. So
and also Shark Party, but you can't find that either.
Shark Party is nowhere.
Yeah, you cannot find it.
But best of luck. If you need it, I'll hook you up.
We also do have one other important piece of news. Important. Mm-hmm. So yes, last week after the podcast,
post-pod,
and I was giving you the rundown of The Lost City.
Yes.
And I said that the chemistry between Channing Tatum and Brad Pitt was incredible.
Yes.
And it's a shame that Sandy B had to fucking ruin that by being in the movie.
Yes.
And then I went on Letterboxd and I made a list entitled...
Yes!
How did you forget?
I would like to issue an emergency apology to the listeners, including but not limited to Dan S.
Yes.
Send us $100 fucking, Dan.
God damn it, Dan.
This is the best news.
This is the best news.
This is my favorite news.
Spoiler alert for the movie The Lost City. But Brad Pitt is like a hired former military guy who goes to countries to rescue kidnapped American citizens, and he gets hired by Channing Tatum to rescue Sandra Bullock. So he goes in and does his shit, fucks up a bunch of people, does a lot of choking people out, looks like a total badass, and then just when they're about to escape, gets blown through the brain by a sniper and dies. So then I said, man, that's like...
Which they stole from Burn After Reading.
Well, then I said, oh man, this is like the third or fourth movie.
Also, spoiler apologies for The Lost City. Also, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. In all honesty, it was fine. But you don't need to go out of your way to watch it. But I said, like, man, this is like the third or fourth movie where like Brad Pitt just sort of like out of nowhere in a movie you don't really expect him to die in dies.
Wasted.
Because it was like Burn After Reading, where he just gets surprised in a closet hiding and gets shot and dies. Then
I've often been surprised in the closet.
Well, you live your life in the closet. So then there's this movie. Then Deadpool 2, where he's invisible and dies on power lines.
Yep.
And you get like a 2-second flash of him when he's not invisible.
Yeah.
Then I remember he gets hit by a car crossing the street in Meet Joe Black before he gets possessed by, I don't know, a devil.
Who's to say?
Are you a devil? And then I put, as the fifth movie in the list, the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford.
Now, I don't know if people are familiar with this movie, but Brad Pitt plays the titular Jesse James, who is assassinated as per the title. So
I put it in
an
the
argument
list.
could be made that Brad Pitt is not surprisingly killed in this movie.
He doesn't die suddenly, and he doesn't die unexpectedly.
Correct.
Yeah.
You could make a good argument for neither.
So then we said, man, that's really funny, but all I need is for one person to see the list and then comment something along the lines of what we just, like, it's not really unexpected. So that same...
P.S. It was quick.
That same day...
You're like, yeah, because we're like, if this...
You had just left.
If this ever happens, we're going to be
So
thrilled.
we finished recording maybe like 6.
Somewhere in there.
And you left around 8.
Maybe, yeah.
And at like 9, I sent you a screen cap of what had just happened.
They were like,
so
fucking yes. P.S. This is a podcast listener.
Yes.
Yes.
So the glitch.
Shout out to the glitch
on Letterboxd, who said, I'm not sure if the character Jesse James dying in a movie called The Assassination of Jesse James is unexpected. And it was the happiest moment of my life.
And the glitch, you have won the contest, and as per standard contest rules, you get to send us money.
Send us money.
PayPal.me/NotScottHenson.
Your choice.
You did a good job.
Spin the wheel, make a deal of how much money you give us.
Yep. This one is not necessarily $100, but also
It doesn't have to exclusively
have to be $100.
That was the happiest I've ever been. I immediately screen capped it, sent it to
me, then I got happy.
Then your response was just screaming like a little boy. Yay!
Yeah, I was thrilled.
Yeah.
I was so psyched. I'm like, oh, it happened so fast.
Oh my God.
What a time to be alive. Yeah. So psyched. That was great.
It was the best day of my life. There's nothing I like more than when we do stupid jokes and somebody gets it.
And they pay off.
They pay off.
Now, there is a second contest going, which has been decently participated in, but not well played in. Everyone has been pretty bad at it.
Everyone's pretty stupid.
So when did we say? We said it at 25th hour, right? We said it before. We said it before. Initially, before they knew Chi-Raq. I think they knew 25th hour.
I think maybe it was at the beginning of the 25th hour episode.
Yeah. But they didn't know Chi-Raq. Yeah. So they had to figure 2 ahead. Yeah. They had to figure a Spike Lee and then an actor from that
someone
Spike
from
Lee.
A Spike Lee movie.
And no one did well at that. And then yeah, so they've known Chi-Raq for a week, right?
For a week.
We said it at the end of the last one? Yeah. So they've only had to go one forward now. The contest...
Pick an actor in Chi-Raq, then pick a movie that fits the next episode.
The contest has become doubly easy since last time, and it has still been just abject failure.
Which means you would have had to give us double the amount of money.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We are giving you one step closer, which means you owe us one step closer.
The price is increased. Yeah. So now it's just a movie with an actor from Chi-Raq, and we're giving you another week. We're not saying what we're doing next week until next week. Yeah. So you still have a week to figure it out. And for once, not disappoint me, but I don't know, maybe asking too much.
Could one of you do a good job, please?
One of you. There have been 2, I will say, good guesses.
Close but not quite.
That make sense. There have been 2 reasonable guesses. There have been 57, which is the number of
the Beast.
57, number of the Beast. The number of varieties of pickles that the Heinz company made. That's why you see that little 57 on ketchups and stuff, and Heinz 57 sauce. That's what that 57 is. Learn something every... Are you leaving? Oh, just getting ketchup. Ketchup episode. Uh-oh. Going to the fridge.
Where? Oh.
Okay, that was some of the best timing I've ever heard. Where? Oh!
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. I never noticed.
Did I just blow your mind?
I honestly never looked at it.
Yeah.
For me, it was just like, done. Get out of my face.
There, except
for now, I have all that Chick-fil-A sauce, so I don't actually need ketchup.
Ketchup is out.
That ketchup's going to expire before I use it.
Ketchup out, Chick-fil-A in.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, 100%. What the hell was I talking about?
The two guesses that...
Yeah, 2 good ones, 57 dog shit guesses, and you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Are you going to reveal the 2 good
I'll reveal
ones?
the 2. I will reveal the 2 good ones. The first one, I believe, was from... you know what? Good name and good guess. You've almost already won. You should probably send us a few bucks just in preparation. But shout out to Tilo Brown.
Nice.
On YouTube.
Nice.
A guest that fulfills all of the criteria. Guessed high fidelity. Good guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Makes sense for the episode number. Has a prominent actor from this one.
Yeah.
And the other good guess was from Eve after she made about 14 bad ones.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut. It was... Oh, yeah. And yeah, definitely a good guess. Think the Steve Harvey penned Think Like a Man.
Yes.
Which has a Lala Anthony in it.
Okay.
And was released on April 20th initially. So actually a great guess, but wrong. But those were the 2 good guesses.
Those are good.
Think Like a Man and High Fidelity. But it's neither of those. So get your shit together.
I think the only ones
and win the contest.
The only ones that I got sent to me were, I guess, reasonable guesses, but you're just picking silly movies. Because they were both Sam Jacksons.
Yeah.
And it was Snakes on a Plane.
Yeah.
And Soul Plane.
Sure, but I would argue those are bad guesses.
Those are bad guesses
because
they don't. You're just picking a funny movie to watch.
Yeah, which is if it was just a wide open thing, sure. But we've been very clear that it's very specific to the episode number.
Listen, it's all about the numbers.
Yeah.
Higher numbers are your
friends.
friend.
Absolutely.
Get the chain. Use the chain.
So you got another week. Yeah, try not to disappoint. I know it is your
primary function in life.
Your gut reaction is to disappoint.
Is to disappoint daddies.
Try to go against nature for once. And
for once in your goddamn lives, don't let us down.
Yeah.
Do something right.
Hold on, I'm just pounding this Pepsi.
Did you bring a second one just in case? Because you know you're going to be disappointed.
But I brought a second drink, so I'm going to be okay.
You sure did.
Let's crack them.
You want to mix? Oh, you finished.
It's gone.
It's already gone.
Yeah, I told you I was pounding that bitch.
Grab all Baja flavors. Enter to win new treasure.
Ooh, we got a contest too.
Let's do it.
Hold on. If we win this contest, do we have to send Mountain Dew money?
Scan for info. But what's
I'm an instant win guy. I don't have time to go to your site, put in your code, scan a QR, fuck a man.
Well, some of those you do.
Yeah, I'll do one of them.
Okay.
I'll scan the QR code.
I'm going to scan the QR code.
Yeah.
I'm going to enter to win this contest.
If it leads me to a hot man. So we got ourselves a couple of... Well, first of all, I want to get... What's a negative shout-out? What's a reverse shout-out?
Oh, that's not even the thing for the contest.
It's just the Mountain Dew website?
It's the information for all of the, oh, here's PepsiCo's Positive Planet and People program.
Okay, that was
information.
So many P's.
Yeah. So it's not, that doesn't even take you to the contest. So how do I get to the contest?
I don't know.
Is if you enter the Baja Mango Gem Mountain Dew, that's winning the new treasure of the Mango Jam Mountain Dew. Is that what they're implying?
I think that is the implication, yes.
Okay, so this is the treasure.
I think everyone wins the contest by drinking it.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense to me.
So we're going to give some cheers and jeers.
Okay.
Before we crack this. Jeers to I-5 exit 225, who I called a gay slur so many times on Saturday night because
you were an angry, hate-filled man.
Because there's a big Shell station, probably the biggest between Vancouver and Seattle, at exit 232, and that's our go-to.
Yeah,
because it's got lots of stuff.
It's big. Yeah. It's real big.
But I had been there the week before, and I knew for a fact they did not have Mountain Dew Baja Gold, which is a winner of a beverage.
Yes.
It's pineapple Mountain Dew. No notes. It's great.
No.
Keep it up. And I wanted some, so I'm like, do I just go to the big shell that we always go to, get some stuff, and not get the Baja Mountain Dew and hope for better days, or just turn off on a random exit that we never go to that looks like it has gas stations, and come what may. So I saw both a Shell and a Chevron, right? On exit 225, pull up, and I needed gas too, and pulled right up to the pump at the Shell and was like about to get out of my car, and she was like, they're closed. I'm like,
there are literally no lights on.
So there are 0 lights on. So I'm like, all right, I think that was my first use of the F slur, and then moseyed our way just a block away to the Chevron for much the same result, and then multiple slurs at that point.
Yes, there was.
Drew can confirm.
I can confirm there was a lot of hate going on in that car.
I was mad. So we parted ways with exit 225, and then there looked like there was a big Shell sign at 227, a mere 2 miles north.
2 miles.
And gave it a shot. They were open, pumped some gas. Which
one of us was not able to get out of the vehicle.
One of us was bedridden in the car. Pumped some gas, which I was underpaid for by the promoters both this weekend and last. Gas is more expensive than you think it is, guys. Give me more transportation money next time.
Jerks.
Called out. Pumped some gas, went in hoping for the best. Not a huge store inside, but okay. A middling sized store. I head to the Dew area.
The Dew area.
The Dew zone. I entered the Dew zone.
I like the Dew zone better.
Yeah. And I pretty quickly see some yellow get real excited. I'm like, oh, they are stocked to the rafters with Baja Gold. So I got a chunk of those and saw these little orange fellows beside them. I'm like, I can, not to brag, but I can, my eyes can detect over 7 colors.
But not green.
No, never green.
Never green.
And I thought to myself, that orange doesn't look like the orange hue of the Mountain Dew Live Wire, the orange. Also, are they even making that anymore?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while.
It never did anything for me, and I hope it's dead. I don't care. Yeah. I'm not buying Live Wire. Nope. And I see a little Mountain Dew Mango Gem. And I'm like, well, better give these fellas a shot, too.
Better buy one for myself, and better buy one for my friend who's dying in the car.
Which I did, as a gentleman.
Yes, you did. Even though I told you I didn't need anything.
Like, but you didn't know they.
But I didn't know this existed.
Mountain Dew Mango Gem. Yeah. Mango Gem also.
Why? Because it's a treasure.
Gems are treasures. You know what? You're right. It is a treasure. I actually take that. Oh, and yeah, because the mangoes, and they look like, when you cut them like that.
Yeah.
You know the words I'm trying to say, even though I'm not saying any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get me.
Yeah.
There's a picture of it on the label, which made me think of it, which I assume is where all this came from. Then I'm like, well, I'm here. I might as well give the store a full inspection. And much to my reverse chagrin.
What the hell's the opposite of a chagrin?
I don't know. Delight, I guess.
Maybe there's an actual word, though.
What is the antonym of chagrin? But much to that, I saw a flavor that I thought had recently gone extinct that I had only ever been able to get at 176 station at exit 181, for those who are interested. I believe the Aberdeen Mall exit. Local jokes get you local work, or not even jokes, just talking about local things. And the Halo Special Edition. As a gamer, I appreciate these things.
Yeah.
Rockstar Blackberry Goji, which is just great. And they had that one. I'm like, oh, what's this? My new favorite station? Fucking exit 225 could take a couple lessons from you, 227.
Yes, they can.
And then I think I called 225 a slur again because I remembered 225.
Maybe.
And then we were on our way. So let's, with all that said, let's crack these mango gems and see what's what. I will say, mango is not my favorite fruit. Like, I would rarely eat a mango, but I don't mind it hanging around in natural / artificial flavor form in drinks and tropical stuff.
Yeah. There's two things I only eat because I have a South American partner.
Pussy.
No, I don't do that. What am I, gay?
What am I, gay?
Is mango and papaya are two things I would not eat if I didn't have a South American partner.
I don't love papaya.
Because she likes both, and she'll often force me to eat it.
Sure.
But if you're going to eat them, you have to make sure that you get a Hawaiian papaya.
Okay.
Sweeter, like easier to like cut and whatever. Doesn't have, because like the inside of a papaya has that
Crazy seeds?
that rindy, like the stuff that's inside like cantaloupe and like that stuff. The Hawaiian one doesn't. It's just like smooth all the way through, like a baby's bottom.
Nice.
So that's the one you want to eat.
Okay.
And with mangoes, you want to get the golden mangoes.
Okay.
Not the red mangoes.
And what's the alternative to a Hawaiian papaya? Like
Just like the regular papayas you see, like the greenish red ones.
Okay, so they're actually just called Hawaiian papaya.
Yeah, they're yellow, they're
it's
fatter.
It's just the same breed of papaya, but they're imported from Hawaii as opposed to Mexico or something.
They've got like a knob, and then they're big and round on the bottom, and they're yellow.
All right.
And then the regular ones are red and green, sometimes yellow and green, but they're just like, they look like a teardrop, like a...
Okay.
Those ones suck. Get the Hawaiian one.
It smells like mango, but artificial mango, so I'm okay with it. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not really rocking my world, but it's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Oh, and we also added another new dew flavor that I think I like more than you. Via 1 out of 14 good guesser Eve.
Yep. That's being generous.
Who bought them because they are online dew store exclusives.
Who's gonna argue with them? You're gonna argue with the dew?
I'm not taking on Big Dew. I'll take on Big Dog and make some fucking Werecat movies. But I'm not taking on Big Dew. Yeah, only sold in tall cans, I believe. No little cans, no bottles. Yeah. And what's its flavor? Is its flavor Tropical Punch?
Tropical Punch.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I would. Yeah. She gave me 3. I have drunk 1. The other 2 soon to be, and I would buy them again.
I didn't hate them.
Yeah, no, you thought it was fine.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. I was expecting the flavor to be stronger.
Fair.
What is this, Scott? There's another new Mountain Dew.
What are you? How? Okay, Mountain Dew. I was gonna get mad, but why am I getting mad? Because we were saying in the car, just fucking keep making Mountain Dews and we'll drink them.
Mountain Dew Cake Smash.
Mountain Dew cake farts.
Cake farts.
Cake Smash. That's weird.
You missed milestone was a birthday, a wedding, a graduation.
Did they know my birthday's coming up?
This year you deserve to have your cake and drink it too. For the chance to win 2 cans of Mountain Dew Cake Smash, we want to hear your funniest party fail story from this past year.
So if they're doing a contest to win 2 cans, this is going to be like another weird exclusive thing.
Or maybe it's only a giveaway thing.
Maybe it's only a giveaway. Because is it like birthday cake Mountain Dew?
Yeah, I think so. That's what it looks like.
That's pushing the limits, but I'll try it.
That's what it looks like. Dew store. Is it in the Dew store?
Typhoon is.
There's the Typhoon.
Only in the Dew store. The Dew Zone.
There is so much Mountain Dew merchandise. Like, holy shit.
Should I get a bunch of decals for my car?
I was going to say, you could just dress yourself in Mountain Dew.
I'm a Dew man.
For the rest of your life. It does not appear to be in the store.
Now, if I told you I was a Dew man, you would agree.
I guess I would have to agree. There's lots of Oh, Scott, we could get a Mountain Dew Typhoon one-piece women's bathing suits.
Okay. That's not bad.
They're not the turkey singlets, but they're close.
No, we could still wrestle in them.
Yeah. Okay, now I gotta try Cake Fart Mountain Dew.
Cake Smash.
Yep, Cake Smash.
I can only assume they're doing this for my birthday.
Maybe
They know They know it is mere weeks until my birthday.
Big Mountain Dew has been listening to this podcast. They want to reward us for all the Mountain Dew we've been drinking.
We've been giving them so much pub.
Do you know what's really funny?
What?
Before the original Baja came out and stuff, I didn't really drink Mountain Dew. I didn't really like it that much.
I rarely drank regular Mountain Dew.
Yeah, like the only one would be the Whiteout, right?
Yeah.
But I never drank it. And then now all the time I'm like, man, I could really go for a Baja right now.
Yeah.
Like I go for I feel like I want to. I'm like, man, is this like that Donaire town that used to be in Coquitlam where they were saying that there was like trace amounts of cocaine in it, so that everybody kept going back to Donaire town? Is that what Mountain Dew did when they made Baja? They were like, hey, put a little bit of coke in it.
I like the place that got people addicted to Donaires.
It was a big rumor in Coquitlam where I grew up that like because they showed up when I was in grade 11. They built it in grade 11. It was the first like Donaire place in like kind of like in the upper part of Coquitlam, because there's probably one down the hill by Coquitlam Center, but in high school it's not, you can't walk there for lunch and walk back, but you could walk to Austin and get a Donaire. And the rumor was that, I mean, maybe it was just started by the students because everybody was eating there so much, but they were like, yeah, like they did a test on one of them, and it turns out that there was very minimal trace amounts of cocaine in the sauce or something, and that's why everybody keeps going back all the time to eat it.
Love it.
And we're like, or it could just be delicious.
It could just be delicious, or that could be true, but not for the reason you think. They weren't trying to addict their customers, just like the guys making them had coke on their hands.
Or they were trying to get rid of their stash before the cops came.
True.
So they're just like sprinkling a little bit here, a little bit there. Now, Donaire or Donaire?
Donaire.
Produce or produce?
Produce.
Okay. Those are the two ones I keep hearing like in the last little while that have been bothering me.
Root or route?
Root.
Yeah. You know why? Because it's not Route 66.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's what I go by.
Roof or roof?
Ugh. Shout out. Look, I've had my quarrels with Brian Alvarez of Wrestling Observer / Figure 4 online. He changed. He was raised on roof.
Yeah.
And he changed.
I don't know.
Cheers to Brian Alvarez. Jeers to Big Vinny V, Vincent Verhey, who still says roof. But that's because he's stubborn, and I do kind of respect that.
Sure, yeah. I respect somebody that refuses to change.
Even if you maybe even realize it's stupid.
Yeah.
Still not changing.
It's comedy.
Respect.
Comedy gold.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, McAfee, for running a scan and finding no viruses on my computer that I didn't ask you
R.I.P. to a real one, John McAfee.
Yeah.
My man.
Also a pedophile?
No.
He did something bad, though, didn't he?
I think just a crazy weirdo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think anything criminal.
Oh, okay.
Or if it was criminal, it was chill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he didn't own his own island where he was doing some stuff on that only some people were cool with?
No, I don't think...
Clinton crime family?
The CCF.
CCF?
Yeah. No, McAfee's cool. Love him. McAfee.
McAfee.
Yeah. Yeah. That's another one.
Pat or John?
Both cool. But only one lost to Vince McMahon on WrestleMania this year.
That's true.
A 76-year-old sad man who is now under investigation.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Investigation bullshit. Oh, and don't worry, we're investigating it internally. Also, I'm gonna be on TV and not even acknowledge it and still run the company's day-to-day operations.
With my puppet daughter who we fired a month ago.
And like buried like in a news article.
Yeah, and buried in a planted article in
about
Business
how
Insider.
incompetent she was.
She was dumb and bad.
Yeah.
And a new thing I read today, I think, there was something, I don't know, like how far they're going with it, but it looked like if it would just be obviously like larger investors, but like if you have lost more than $100,000 on like WWE related stocks, I think you can sue them or something.
Oh,
yeah, because well, like WWE, like massive, like, just lied to their investors for years about network subscription numbers.
Yeah, we all knew that.
Yeah, which
From day one, we knew that.
Everyone who knew wrestling knew that. Just random,
I guess that's true.
Investors who didn't know
business
wrestling
people that
didn't
were like,
know
oh,
that.
this is going to be huge.
Because like Dave Meltzer were like, always report like, yeah, they had the quarterly investors meeting and they announced 1.7 million network subscribers. Great. They also just did a promotion for 3 free months of the network, which 98% of those people are going to cancel the second it becomes not free, and they actually only have like maybe 1.1 paying subscribers, which is actually well below their projections, but they somehow neglected to mention that in the investors meeting, and just told them everything's going great because they did have that many subscribers, just a huge percentage of them were paying $0.
It's like the man, everybody in India loves WWE. We have to go run a show there so we can make millions of dollars. Oh, everyone's poor and all of the fans were watching free YouTube videos?
And also, sports are traditionally free in India. Like, cricket matches are free. And, it's going to be tough to sell a bunch of expensive tickets to stadiums in India.
Idiots. Fucking
idiots. And it's also just because India, like, just got the internet. That's why... so many more women are getting sexually harassed now.
That's why any white woman on a dating app just gets nothing but Indian guys asking for bobs and vagina.
Exactly. The bobs and vagina of wrestling fans. Drew, are you cutting open another new product we have to try?
Yeah. We're going to sample Canada's own, and I believe winner of Money on Dragon's Den.
Ooh.
I believe they were one of the first
Canadian Shark Tank.
Canadian Shark Tank.
Which came first, BT does.
Hard Bite.
Well, British Dragons then came first.
It says made in Canada, naturally homegrown in Surrey, British Columbia.
All right.
These are the smoked paprika and garlic avocado oil handcrafted style chips.
Those sound good. That's a flavor I can get behind. Paprika and garlic sounds good to me. What do we got here? We have a second bag of chips that I'm less psyched about, but we'll see.
Not that flavorful, but good. I like them.
Yeah, the flavor is mild, but what flavor there is good.
Not really greasy, which I like.
Yeah, I guess that's the avocado oil. Less greasy than your regular.
It's good. I like it.
Yeah, that's a good chip.
Now,
I don't know about this other one, though.
these ones.
I haven't heard of this brand.
Golden Crisps. Innocence.
In essence.
Premium flavor potato chips of black caviar.
Weird. Which, BT Dub expire today.
Good, really?
Yeah. I think it's on the back.
Well, they expire in 2 days.
Oh, pardon me. Well, it depends. Because it's what?
It expires tomorrow.
It says 26/22.
22. Oh!
But which...
Then maybe they're already expired.
What's the day? No, they either expired today, yesterday if you're listening, or tomorrow /
2020, the 6th month, the 27th
Oh!
day.
I didn't consider that
bizarre,
one.
But
I didn't consider that they might have expired 2 years ago.
yeah.
I hope they didn't.
They're a product of Spain.
Español.
Español. Made
España.
Made in Spain. Oh. All right, let's try these.
So, I'm not really a caviar guy.
I've never had caviar.
I like other fancy things because I'm fancy.
And you're a cat.
And I'm a cat.
You like Fancy Feast.
Absolutely. But I just... Caviar is just overly salty to me. And also there's like... Caviar's not really fishy, but there's a mild fish essence to it, and I don't like fish. So, yeah. How's the smell doing for you?
Doesn't smell like anything to me.
I see.
And they're enormous.
Oh, that's a big-ass chip. Well, let's see. Oh, they're all big.
Yeah.
Weird. I don't like it. There's a mild essence of fish to me, and I don't like it. I'm out. And for that reason, I'm out. The paprika garlic are fantastic in comparison. No, don't like that at all. I don't know what your feelings are.
Yeah.
I've made mine clear.
When you eat the whole chip,
Yeah.
you get a big fish flavor.
Yeah. Don't like it.
I don't like it. I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bath.
We'll be right back.
Second ad?
Sure.
No. So all the sampling's done.
Yeah. I guess that's the show.
It's time to move on.
See you later, guys. Hope we figure out next week's fucking thing.
I'll be very impressed if somebody gets it. Like,
I don't like those chips at all. The more
yeah,
the more I think about it,
Right.
the more they linger with me, the less I like them.
yeah. The longer the taste is in my mouth,
Yeah.
and the Mountain Dew isn't really getting rid
I
of
was
the
gonna say,
taste.
come on, Jim.
It's not. It's not really getting rid of it. So I'm gonna do some hard bite.
But yeah, I suppose we can.
Move on to the main topic.
Yeah, we can get on to the main topic. Do that for 5-10 minutes. Call it a day. Everyone's happy.
Sure. So
Fulfill our end of the bargain.
to me, this movie was literally a means to an end.
Oh yeah.
Nice, classy, real classy.
I'm a gentleman.
Like,
Yeah.
not
yeah.
in a million years would I have
Would
watched
our
this movie.
second Spike Lee movie have been Chi-Raq? It would have been Bamboozled. Mm-hmm. We should maybe. I don't know. Drew made a motion to me, a circular motion with his finger to me, which maybe he's on the same. Oh, you want me to keep going? Yeah. You're gonna me stretch it? Okay, that's not the wrap it up signal, is it?
No, it means keep going.
Okay.
I want you to keep rambling about nothing so that you kill more time, and then
Good. I got you. Yeah. So maybe he knows what I'm going to say. Maybe he's just wrong. You weren't saying keep going with a certain thing until we can find a way back to Bamboozled, because I'm not suggesting that.
oh, okay,
So you can stuff your stories in a sack.
okay.
What I am suggesting on air for the first time, an exclusive, is at some point before our lives and this season is over, maybe just right before the last one, we do the movies we would have wanted to do if it wasn't a means to an end,
Okay.
or if Twitter voted wrong.
Okay.
Because I feel like there have been a couple. I'd have to go back and look. Obviously,
Probably.
Bamboozled is one.
Probably.
But there is, because what was there? I don't think we wanted to do the sweetest thing.
We did not want to do the sweetest thing. Well, we didn't want to do Cameron Diaz. We wanted to do somebody else.
Somebody else from.
Frank Langella.
Right. So we wanted that.
Because we wanted to do
a Frank movie. Something.
Masters of the Universe.
Maybe Masters of the Universe. Yeah. So like,
Maybe
yeah.
Frost Nixon.
Maybe Russ Nixon. Yeah, so like a Frank movie, Bamboozled, like just like the 4 or 5 movies.
Another Michael Mann movie.
Just another Michael Mann movie because Michael Mann's our favorite director.
Yep.
Yeah. Or yeah, just do all 3 hours of Heat. Are you giving yourself a circumcision right now?
I was. I was sounding with a pair of
With
scissors.
a pair of scissors. Quite something.
And then opening them. Yeah.
So
That's fun.
That was a thought.
That's a nice, fun, spectacular end of season blow out your anus movie. Spectacular.
Yeah.
And then
spectacular twice.
And then you can
both
pay,
as adjective and noun.
And then you can pay us to not watch those movies.
You know what? Deal.
You're like, don't watch Master of the Universe. Like, okay, give us $50.
And if you're thinking, hey, I won your contest and or gave you a news story to read, so I already sent you money. Do I also have to send you money for this? The answer is a resounding yes.
It's the law, folks.
We don't make the law.
We don't make the law.
We just abide by it. We're law-abiding citizens. We're a couple of Gerard Butlers.
And who's the other guy?
Who?
Bullet.
Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I already knew that.
Don't know how I did it. I did see it. Yeah. Who said? Someone said a Gerard Butler movie was fun. What was it? Den of Thieves?
Haven't seen it.
Heard it was fun.
I've heard it's fun.
Yeah.
But I heard it's long.
I don't got
Too
time.
long.
Well,
Much like this one. Too long.
Too long.
I think I said this before. Spike needs to stop doing too much.
Yeah.
You can do a good movie in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You don't need to do 2 hours and 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. Like, to me, that just means you're too in love with your own shit that you couldn't cut.
Oh, really?
things.
You think Spike Lee in 2015 might be up his own ass? Can't believe it.
Did you know that Chi-Raq is a combination of Chicago and Iraq?
What?
Because, according to Spike Lee, just as many black people are killing each other in Chicago as were dying in Iraq.
Okay, so let's talk about a few things at the very beginning of the movie.
The notes.
So,
I made notes.
good for you. I also made notes. My first note is I remembered to watch this at 1:30 a.m. today, after the day before saying to you, I guess I should watch Chi-Raq. Yes. And then after sending that, still forgetting for another 36 hours and remembering late last night that, I should probably do this. So it opens with a full rap song.
Full rap song.
And just like a YouTube lyrics video.
Or a pop-up video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just the lyrics, not with fun,
Yeah,
not with fun
I know,
facts.
but like they were popping up.
But why at the beginning and middle of it? So the only visuals for the whole song were lyrics, besides at the beginning and middle a picture of the United States with the French flag colors over it.
I don't know.
What the fuck was
No,
that?
it's red, white, and blue.
Yeah, but
I think just it just happened. I think it was.
But it was literally
I think
the
it was
French flag.
coincidental. Like I think he was just dividing the country.
Because I could not figure out for life. I'm like, is he trying to just like endear himself to the Cannes festival? Like, hey, if I put the French flag in, Cannes will like me even more.
Yeah.
That was all I could figure. But it literally never occurred to me that it was just 3 stripes of red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
But I guess that makes more sense. And then then he hits us with some facts of how many soldiers died in Afghanistan and how many soldiers have died in Iraq. And look at him, like, for like 15 years at this point of an unjust war, that's like not that many deaths.
No.
It was like 2,000 Afghanistan, 3,000 Iraq. I'm like, those are...
And how many of those were friendly fire?
Yeah, and furthermore, how many of those graduated high school? The answer might surprise you. 0.
We've told that story in the podcast before. We absolutely have told that
Had
story
to
in the
have.
podcast. Yeah.
Had to have.
Okay. P.S. We're not retelling it,
Nope.
so you have to go back to every episode we've ever recorded and listen for that joke.
Absolutely. That's on you. So...
You people.
Yeah, so as I'm saying, like, that's not that many deaths. I mean, like, again, it was a 9/11 of deaths, a Uvalde.
It's an Uvalde.
An Uvalde of deaths. I mean, sure, it sucks, but it happens. I would solidly mark that under acceptable losses.
Yeah, and now let me ask you this: those losses, were they were just part of an acceptable amount of casualties on your end to let Chris Kyle murder children?
Yes.
See, exactly. It works out.
Means to an end.
Means to an end.
Now,
okay, listen. We're gonna let maybe 3,000 of you die here,
but Chris Kyle,
this fucking guy,
from 20 miles
is
away,
gonna kill 300 Iraqi
snipe
children.
A baby
right through the brain.
Now, follow-up question: are we talking regular Chris Kyle or furry Chris Kyle?
I think furry Chris Kyle.
I agree.
Because he's the cooler one. I want the not as cool one.
Yeah.
I want regular Chris Kyle.
So, after they tell us these numbers, they tell us how many gun murders there have been in Chicago in the same amount of time, which is more than Afghanistan and Iraq put together. And I'm like, okay, which honestly just reinforced my thinking about that's not that many deaths in the war. I'm like, Chicago's putting up bigger numbers than the war. And then they went on to say that the vast majority of these murders are committed by young black men against other young black men. At which point I sipped my tea and said, well, I guess that's none of my business.
I'm going to tell you what my very first note that I wrote down was. Hey, Spike, stay in your lane. Get out of Chicago. Stay in fucking New York. You're the New York guy.
I was also thinking, I'm like, when are you a Chicago guy?
You could have called him. You could have called the movie Chi-Raq.
I was trying to think if you could spell a slur if you did an anagram of that. It's close, but not all the way.
But like, yeah, what are you doing in Chicago? Get out of here.
He's appropriating Chicago culture.
He's taking away jobs from good Chicago directors like John Hughes.
Yep, you know what? John Hughes, good Chicago director.
My second note was, is there literally anyone less hood than Nick Cannon?
Oh, you think I don't have notes about that?
Okay.
You out of your mind?
Good.
I got a bunch. Oh, I should have said that earlier, but yeah, my note after turns all these Chicago murders are none of my business. My next note, it was just said it's just nature thinning the herd.
It's like in Maine when there's too many deer.
Yeah,
and there it's open season.
Exactly.
Listen, if we don't do this now, by the end of fall, we're going to have so many deer, you won't even know how to deal with them.
You won't be able to move.
So we better start taking them out now.
And then, like, they try to make Chicago, like, all scary and murdery, but one shot, the opening shot, the one shot of Chicago at night, and all I want to do is go back there and go to Pequod's Pizza and get the best pizza, deep dish or otherwise, I've ever had in my life.
I don't like deep dish, so you're on your own.
I mean, you can get regular pizza there too.
Yeah, but
it was.
If I wanted deep dish pizza, I would just eat a fucking lasagna.
It's close.
Lasagna or lasagna?
Clearly lasagna. The way everyone says
I
it.
call it lasagna, but like as a joke because
Yeah.
I'm saying it the way it's spelled.
Yeah. Well,
like, but no,
you're not saying it the way it's spelled.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Lasagna is the way it's spelled.
Lasagna, yeah.
But that was it was such a nice time at that day in Chicago. Yeah, because I feel like I must have told Chicago stories after I was back from it. Me and my boy Tyler LeBeau, the big man from Louisiana.
Nice.
6'6", 300-pound, black, gay, furry. What? My man.
It's the best kind.
Love him. Yeah. Posted in the furry wrestling fans Telegram chat. P.S. Alt-writers, stay out of Telegram. It's for furries and ISIS only. Thank you very much.
Correct. Furry ISIS. They're coming for you.
Of course, furry ISIS. Yeah, and I said, hey, I'm going to the big the AEW pay-per-view in Chicago. Anyone else going? He's like, I'm not going, but I live in Chicago. I'm like, good enough.
Close enough for me.
And then one other guy did go, and he was less cool than Tyler LeBeau, and wore his tail to dinner after the show.
What do you want from him, Scott?
It sounds cooler. You know what? I think it's just because it wasn't a very good tail. I think honestly,
okay.
like a high quality tail.
Yeah. His mom made it for him.
Yeah, I think
old socks.
Totally different story. I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think that was more the issue.
If it was like that.
If it was like that, as Drew points to, a big thicken in his bag.
How come we've never worn our tails around just to see what people do?
We can definitely do that. Like I want to get a good walking around one.
Yeah.
Good. Like I have one, but it's old and it's somehow.
Oh, like you. I like that. All I have to say is one thing, and it hurts you so deep.
Well, it made me think of M. Night Shyamalan's Old.
Oh.
and and how that 5-year-old girl just got dummy thick.
Dummy thick. So thick.
Just spilling out of her face. Just ridiculous. But yeah, because my walking around one has got to be like 10 plus years old, and it's somehow gone flat at the top. It's like lost all filling at the top.
That's what mine's like too.
Yeah, don't like it. So we both need good walking around ones. So something to look into, wink, listeners. If you want us to go out of the town in tails, maybe hop to it and start winning some contests. What the hell was I talking? Oh yeah, Chicago. Yeah, I'm sure because I had to have told when we went to the aforementioned Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
And it was closed at 3 p.m. because it was Labor Day. Boo! Thanks for nothing, Cesar Chavez. And he's like, "Yeah, I know I shouldn't like it, but I've been eating chicken for longer than I've been eating penis." So hey,
math checks out.
Priorities.
Math checks out.
But yeah, we had a lovely time. We parted ways in the evening. My flight was at 8 a.m. the next day, and I did not have a hotel that night.
Right.
So I spent a night on the town in Chi-Raq, just walking around, looking around. I went to Pequot because we had gone to Giordano's, which is like the tourist deep dish.
Yeah.
It's a Chicago chain. It's good. Like, no complaints. Like, you want deep dish, you fucking get deep dish there, as advertised. But it's not like local classy deep dish. So I looked it up and had a long unsolicited conversation with lady Uber driver.
Nice.
Who pointed me in the same direction as the internet pointed me. I'm like, well, all roads lead to Pequod's.
Yeah.
So I went there at like regular dinner time, and it was fucking slammed.
Yeah.
And it was like a 2-hour wait. So I'm like, well, I'll go amuse myself elsewhere in Chicago. And
is that code for jerking off?
Drew, that is a fantastic question. Did I jerk off in a public restroom in Chicago that day to kill time? Honest to God, don't remember. 50-50.
Okay.
Maybe did, maybe didn't.
Was it in a public shower while sitting down?
I should have gone to just sitting on an overturned basket, pouring water onto my head with a ladle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never done that and would like to. I would love to do like Japanese bathhouse style. Are there non-gay bathhouses?
No.
No?
No, 100% no.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just go to a gay one.
Let's go to a gay bathhouse. Do I want to?
Yeah, you do.
Tell this.
Yeah, you do. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
if bathhouse made you think of a story, you're fucking.
We're an hour and 30 in, so it's fine.
Yeah.
When I was in film school and I lived in Gastown, on the corner of Abbott and Hastings,
which is 1 to 2 blocks from the scariest corner in Canada.
Absolutely.
Canada.
Yep.
Not Vancouver.
But luckily there was a noodle box below me, so I knew I was gentrified enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were trying.
They were trying really hard. But I moved from the suburbs to the big city. I was a big city boy. And,
bright eyes.
But obviously didn't have a lot of money because I was in school.
Yeah.
And was looking for a gym to work out at while I was in school because I didn't want to get fat. Spoiler alert, I didn't find a gym and I got really fat. But yeah, because like I was very active as in going to the gym then, and I had also been working at like a whole market, like a health food store, so I was in like pretty decent shape. But I'm like, I need to find a place to work out, and all the gyms downtown were expensive, like the Steve Nash, the Trevor Linden, like they weren't really cheap.
Yeah.
So I was just looking up cheap gyms in the city, and then I was looking up like cheap. Like student discounts at gyms.
Cheap gyms in the sketchiest part of the city.
Or just like in the general walking vicinity of where I lived. But I was looking up like student discounts.
Yeah.
And the one that came up was Steamworks.
Yes.
Which is a gay
bathhouse.
But also has a fully functional gym inside of it.
Sure, but that is so secondary.
Very secondary. But then what happened was
Tell me you joined the Steamworks
Well, no,
gym.
I inquired.
Okay.
I sent them a message on Facebook.
Yeah. Hey, can I go here without fucking a man?
Well, first I said, does the student discount apply to the school I'm going to? Because, there's transit passes in the school for students. But because my school was a privatized film school, we didn't qualify for that. So then in my head, I'm thinking like, oh, maybe that discount is for everything. Like, because it's not a government school, I don't get a discount. So I implied and just sort of said like, does this discount apply to every post-secondary, like if I can prove I go there?
Yeah.
And
if I go to Vancouver Film School,
can I show you my identification?
Yeah.
Does that get me the discount? And their reply was just, please come speak to us in person.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know if I want anyone to see me just randomly walking into a bathhouse.
Just sauntering into Steamworks.
Like, I could handle... Because, like, I lived close enough that I wouldn't have to, like, get changed there or shower there.
Yeah.
I could just go, gym, home.
Yeah.
It was, like, 2 blocks.
Yeah, I've always wondered, where is it?
Yeah, you know where the Tim Hortons is on Cordova and Abbott?
Yes.
It's across the street where the pub is.
Okay.
It's, like, the next building entrance over.
Let me just write that down.
I'll give you a detailed description of how to get there from here. But yeah, I was very aware that like, oh, I know a lot of people that live in this area. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I really want them to see me going into an infamous gay cruising bathhouse just to use the gym.
I like it.
So I was too afraid to go. But like, yeah, I very easily could have gone like in my gym clothes, work out, leave, walk home, shower at home, whatever, and just like never have to go into the sketchy part unless I absolutely was super bike curious. And then, which I'm sure would be inevitable at that point. But so I never went and talked to them. So I don't know if that was their like trick.
You could have got a sick discount.
But what if that was their trick and they were like...
I mean, I'm sure it is. It's their trick to get young men.
Young men? Yeah. I mean, I was a 30-year-old man. Oh, no, I was 29.
You're a baby.
Yeah. I was 29. But still, that was their trick. Their trick was, well, why don't you come in and we'll discuss it?
Elementary school student discount.
That's your gym. That's the Scott Henson gym for young studs.
That's a good gym. I'm actually going to make a note of that.
All right. Anyways, back to the movie.
So, we're introduced to Sam Jackson as Dolomedes, the narrator / chorus.
So,
whatever.
This movie is a retelling
of the Lysistrata.
Yeah, of the Greek play Lysistrata, which I've also seen a much better movie that is that is the story. But I don't want. I'll talk about that movie like when we get to towards the end because it'll spoil.
Transformers 4: Dark of the Moon.
Is that 4? What's Revenge of the Fallen?
I don't know.
I'm
3 could be. I don't know. Is 3 Dark of the Moon? That seems crazy. It couldn't be. It's impossible.
Transformers. You got Transformers, obviously. Then you got...
Is it just 2 or does it have a cool
number
subtitle?
2 was just called Transformers Revenge of the Fallen.
Really? I would have guessed Revenge of the Fallen was later.
Then Transformers Dark of the Moon.
So that's 3.
Then Transformers Age of Extinction.
That's Beast Wars.
And Transformers The Last Night.
And
then 2023 Transformers Rise of the Beasts. That's Beast Wars.
Sick as. Okay. So I guess that answers my question. Has The Last Night happened already?
Yeah, that was 2017.
6 years? I guess they had your Bumblebees and your in-betweener.
They have
movies.
the Bumblebee, yeah. Do you know who's the voice of Optimus Primal? Fucking Ron Perlman.
Sick.
That rules. I'm going to see this movie.
That does rule.
Opening night, I'm seeing it.
You know what? Maybe I will too. It'll be the first Transformers I have seen since the first one in the theater. Upon which, in the drive back from the theater. Myself
Kiss the
and
boy.
friend of the show, the outstanding athlete Andrew Poole, whose recent work you can see on, I think, the Book of Boba Fett.
Okay.
Among other things, like making the vampires sparkle in Twilight. Ooh. Yeah. Got a semi-panicked message from his girlfriend at the time, now wife, about a pregnancy scare.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick. I like it.
Crisis averted, but then they did have 2 kids, so who's the real winner? Me. Actually, not me, because he's also the one who got married on my birthday.
That's the worst birthday present anyone could have given you.
I flew to fucking Calgary for his dumb wedding. Calgary.
Fuck off.
Alberta, Canada.
What an
for
awful
his
place.
Dumb wedding, and about 8 hours into the day, I'll say late in the reception, I'm like, I'm starting to think this is an actual wedding and not a surprise birthday party for me. Also, I don't know most of these people. But I was...
hey, happy birthday! I invited all my family and friends.
I invited all my fiance's family from Calgary. Yeah. So that was a bummer. But maybe you guys can make this birthday a little better for me. It is my Sweet 16, so it's a big one. Mm-hmm. So
Sweet 16 times 2.5.
Yeah, right. Almost.
Oh,
So close.
That's next year.
So close.
That's next year.
I mean, if you're counting.
2.5 Sweet 16.
If your math is accurate, then yes. So once we're introduced to Sam Jackson, and this might be the angriest I got in the movie.
Okay.
One line after Sam Jackson tells me that this movie is going to be in rhyme, he rhymes verse with universe.
Well,
and
what else is he supposed to say?
I threw my remote
Curse.
at the television. It shattered into a million
Burst.
pieces, and I did not watch the rest of the movie.
Are you immersed?
Blurst. You stupid monkey. You, not Sam Jackson. Let me be clear.
You called Sam Jackson a monkey.
No.
You did. You called him a monkey.
I was looking at you.
I'm going to tell him.
Don't you...
He'll listen to me.
Don't you tell him. And then, yes, we are introduced to super thug Nick Cannon.
Super thuggin'.
So... Yeah, so I wrote one, I love Super Thug Nick Cannon, and then I think about super clean America's Got Talent host Nick Cannon,
but the voice host Nick Cannon. Or no, not the voice. Masked Singer
host Nick Cannon, but then I think about weird end of America's Got Talent run host Nick Cannon, where he insisted on wearing a turban the entire time, which was somehow related to him having lupus.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he did a comedy special where he talked about the Jews that run NBC and then got fired from America's Got Talent. And then putting all that together, I'm like, maybe Nick Cannon is just kind of an ineffable guy, and he's many things to many people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was Mariah Carey's child bride.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was pretty young, wasn't he?
Yeah, like a lot younger than her.
Well, everyone's younger than her.
Everyone's younger.
She's like 75.
Everyone's younger than Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
But
yeah, when she was skinny and black?
Yeah. It was cool. Those days are over.
Those days are over.
Some of the writing in this.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't pay that much attention to any of the words being spoken.
Did you pay attention to freaky deaky all up in that butt? Come on, girl, let's bust this nut.
I did, actually, yes.
I'm like, after that, I was like, okay, movie. Yeah. Fun is fun, but let's be reasonable here.
It's not quite as good as later on when they're during the protest, when what the men are yelling at the women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some good stuff there. But what else is going on? Oh, yeah, and then, I don't know, a kid gets killed, as kids are wont to do in Southside Chicago. And
the kid's mom, Jennifer Hudson, who I was shocked
doesn't sing.
Yeah. Literally the best singer in the movie in a somewhat musical movie doesn't sing? I'm sorry, what?
What's the point?
Why even cast her? It's not like she's a good actress.
She is not a good actress.
She's good at acting when she's playing a famous singer.
Or a cat.
No. Nobody was good in that movie.
Everyone tried their best.
That movie actively made me want Ian McKellen to have gotten AIDS in the 70s.
That's fair. Oh, poor Gus the theater cat.
Words cannot express how much I want to just crush James Corden's windpipe.
Do you remember when...
I want to look in his eyes as he struggles to get his last breath.
I want to see the life leave his eyes.
I would love nothing. I would go to prison for the rest of my life. I would go to federal pound me in the ass prison to get to know that I was the one that killed James Corden.
Ended the tyranny of James Corden.
I would be so fucking happy.
Do you remember when Ian McKellen lapped milk with his tongue and then did like an arpeggio of meows?
Yes, I do.
Meow, 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 meow.
Remember when he played a old man Nazi who tormented a kid? That movie fucking rules.
And that's not the most interesting thing that happened in that movie.
Nope. Directed by a cool guy who owns a boat.
One of the 4 Bs.
One of the 4 Bs.
One of the 4 Bs of good movie making.
All of my notes are sort of just random, like not involved with the plot.
Yeah, what did I say?
So he's got a girlfriend who's sort of an outspoken, powerful black pussy in the neighborhood.
Yes.
Who's not mom was Angela Bassett.
Yes.
But Scott, Angela Bassett. Holy fuck, is she hot?
She is hot.
She is so hot.
Yeah,
like,
she really is.
For an older woman,
yeah,
she's gorgeous.
Angela Bassett's not young in 2015.
No,
but
damn is she hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angela Bassett has a great face.
Yeah,
like a flawless face.
Perfect face.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Yeah, she's great looking.
I'll tell
and
you.
And also, pretty fucking juicy ass on Liz Estrada.
Yes. Yep.
Which they make note of in the movie.
Well, I literally just wrote a note, dead ass.
Well, then there you go.
During the sex scene,
yeah,
not only her incredible ass, but like Nick Cannon's ass was pretty good too.
Cannon's looking good.
Yeah, like he's looking fit.
Yeah, yeah. Cannon got in good shape for this movie because there's a lot of no shirt Cannon.
A lot of no shirt. Yeah, Cannon. But I guess he's always been like a skinny, muscular black guy.
Yeah.
So Nick Cannon's doing his like rappy performance where all of the crowd is like flash mob dancing or like,
the crowd was choreographed.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
But then, Lil Wayne, or who I thought was Lil Wayne.
Me too.
I genuinely thought it was
I thought that was Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
I had to look it up. Like, oh, it's a guy.
It's a random guy.
Yeah.
Busts in trying to shoot Nick Cannon because he's part of the Spartans.
The Spartans and the Trojan are beefing.
And
I like their gang colors: purple and orange.
Well, you can't do red and blue,
those are taken.
You got to do something else.
Thank God it's not green because I can't see it.
Can't see it. You'd be like, what are you wearing? See through? So then he goes back to his girl's place and they're gonna fuck, and then they come and they're gonna burn his house down.
Yep.
And then the kid gets shot in the head.
Yeah.
And so all of the ladies. Oh, one funny thing, a note that I made. So when Jen Hudson's baby got shot, and they were like all the crowding around, she was having that big emotional like crying moment. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you noticed this, but did it not look like John Cusack had been superimposed in the background?
Yes.
Like it was like he wasn't supposed to be there, and somebody thought it would be funny to put John Cusack there.
I think it was just so jarring that he was the only white person.
Only white guy. And does he not have the most ridiculous character in this movie?
It's nuts.
He's a white guy who is the black preacher.
Yes. It's okay. I've got notes later.
Okay, we'll get to that.
For Cusack. The only other early thing I had was I love that a black woman's name is the title of a Greek play from the 5th century BC, and it makes perfect sense. Like Lysistrata, Shaniqua, Lysistrata.
Yeah. It's all
pleased to meet you.
It's all jungle noise to me.
My first Cusack note was, what the fuck is John Cusack doing?
Yeah,
in this
I know,
scene?
right? It's very jarring. There's like all these like very dark hood people, and then just like the whitest motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like a nerdy white guy who was popular in the 80s. Who now just does like straight to demand Chinese movies.
Yeah, lower end Nick Cage.
Although to be fair, he's in a lot of movies I like. But
I like John Cusack.
I like John Cusack too. So then what ends up happening is that the Spartan women and the Trojan women sort of get together and decide.
One of whom is Snoop from The Wire.
Cool.
So you didn't write that in all caps in your notes?
Also, I'm racist because I've never seen The Wire.
That's true.
So they all get together and they decide, hey, we got to stop these guys from doing the shit they're doing. So until they agree to peace, we're not giving them any of our slits. No slits, no back doors, no mouthies.
Yep.
Nothing. They're going to have to either turn or they're going to have to make peace.
I like they in one line later on they did address turning.
Yeah, yes. Yes.
Where did I write it? There's definitely a line to the effect of even them DL beeps ain't giving it up.
Yep.
In like solidarity, I guess, with the women.
Well, it's the Fag Hag Treaty.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
true.
You got to know about that. So they decide that like that's it. We're cutting them off until they make peace. And of course,
I kind of like because like shortly after that, there's like dual like scenes at the same time of Wesley Snipes and Nick Cannon like sort of like grabbing their girls in. I was like, oh, nice. I like how both of them almost immediately realize, oh, we can just rape you. Well, but it didn't really go that way.
I'm as a suburbanite kid of a paler skin tone. If there's one thing that I know about black culture, is that black men love to fuck. So you're gonna take that away from them and they're not gonna start raping?
I mean,
what you're gonna tell them no?
but like sexual assault aside, guys, look, the women are right. They could cause great change if they went on a pussy strike, if we're horny. So don't be horny. Don't be horny. If you're not horny, women have literally zero power over you ever.
Yeah.
And if you occasionally do get horny, just jerk off and shut up.
Yeah. Also,
and that's it.
Yeah. No.
There. Scott destroys women's power with facts and logic. 1.7 billion views on YouTube. Don't be horny.
A Volcel over here.
Volcel. Oh man, I Volcelled it up pretty good at the coffee.
You sure did. You sure did with an underage girl.
She probably wasn't.
She was 18 and legal.
She was fine.
Yeah, sure. I don't. So one of the other notes I just wrote was.
But I had. I don't know. I'm very good at flirting with women in the service industry.
Yeah.
And Drew's like, you could.
Like, imagine if you cared tried.
You could fuck so much if you cared.
If you just wanted to, you could. And you're like, yeah, I guess.
I suppose.
And they're like, yeah, if I cared or wanted to try or was straight.
But that would be giving the women power.
Yes.
And then if they went on a pussy strike, then they'd have power over me. And we can't let that happen under any circumstances.
Oh, how little women know that men would just resort to homosexuality
so quickly too.
Like
that is the great flaw of this movie. They threw in that DL line later. Inaccurate.
But those are the ones that are already having gay sex.
That's true. Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that because that was the implication. Yeah, like because these now pussyless men were turning to DL beeps and getting none. Yeah. But yeah, that's inaccurate. The pussyless men would just fuck each other.
Yeah,
in a week. Tops.
Absolutely. Like, it wouldn't even take that long before they were just like, listen, I'll suck your dick, you suck my dick.
Have you seen Jail? Because that's how it works.
You know about Jail, right?
Maybe you've heard of Jail.
Maybe you're familiar with Jail?
Yeah. The aforementioned pound you in the ass prison?
Where, like, you can be the thuggy, gay-bashing, gay-hating DMX.
You're in on Monday. You're wearing lipstick on Thursday.
A man in prison.
Yeah.
And still write a song about how you won't shake a homo thug's hand. Even though you had gay sex in prison.
R.I.P. DMX.
R.I.P.
Gone
DMX.
too soon. I hope he's partying up in heaven.
I hope he's partying up in heaven with his gay lover from prison.
I hope he's partying up in heaven with Elix Skipper's dead son, who used a sound-alike of Party Up as his WCW entrance music.
Yes, he did.
Hold on. Current... I didn't think that old wrestler Elix Skipper's 23-year-old son was murdered. Oh, he had him when he was 12. Cool.
22.
Sorry, 22.
Yeah.
That was a fun news story that day. What the fuck is Wesley Snipes' character with the weird giggling?
He's Cyclops.
That's not an
I don't know.
answer to my question.
That's what he is. He's Cyclops.
I don't think Cyclops... Also, I don't think there's a Cyclops in the Lysistrata. I think there's a Cyclops in the Iliad.
Don't fucking worry about it.
Sorry.
I wrote...
And I don't think the Cyclops did weird giggling.
Probably not. Then a wild Dave Chappelle appears.
Yes, he does.
It's the first movie that he was in.
After he clicked his heels 3 times and went back to Africa?
Well, he did do that.
Yeah.
The last movie he was in as an actor, not portraying himself before this. You're not. I don't know if you're going to get it.
I don't think I am.
2002's Undercover Brother.
Oh!
Was the last movie
Nice.
that Dave Chappelle did before this. I just wrote a note where Dave was saying something about like rambunctious young beep and how all you young beeps are just like so willing to blah blah. And I was like, wait a minute. Did 41-year-old Dave Chappelle just call 52-year-old Wesley Snipes young?
Young thug Wesley Snipes.
Young thug Wesley Snipes at 52. I was like, I had to look up their ages to see how. I'm like, oh, maybe like Dave's older than we think he is. I'm like, no, he's
not.
Way younger than Wesley.
Yeah, because Chappelle like started really young.
Yeah,
like he started at like 16 doing comedy. Yeah, so yeah, he's way younger than Wesley Snipes. Yeah. Wesley Snipes fresh off a 10-year prison sentence for tax evasion.
Yeah,
and so much tax evasion.
If you spend it, they can't take it away from you.
That's true. That's the loophole that like the government doesn't want you to know about.
That's the top 10 secret that they don't want you to know.
And he was
website that you'll never believe exists.
And he was like full like sovereign citizen, like all that shit.
Yeah.
Love it. Because like it's hard for celebrities to go to jail. Like short of like murder or something.
Yeah.
But like for tax evasion, do you know how much tax evasion a celebrity has to do to go to jail for a sentence measured in years? I would
hypothesize that most celebrities that made the majority of their money pre 9/11 have done tax fraud or tax evasion.
Oh yeah.
I think it's probably less common now because everybody's so concerned about their their personal like appearance and like how they are seen by the public. But like Mel Gibson, abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh yeah.
Danny Glover, abso-fucking-lutely.
Everyone in Lethal Weapon.
Steven Seagal, abso-fucking-lutely. Like everybody that made all of their money in the 80s and 90s that had some form of tax evasion.
Like Shaq.
Well, I mean, do you think he made all of his money playing in Orlando?
No, he made it in college.
Of course, everyone knows that. Wes. I wrote him as Wes Snipes because I didn't want to type the whole name.
I wrote NC for Nick Cannon every time.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, his character was really weird.
The N doesn't stand for Nick.
Oh, that's actually I bet you somebody's used that as a racial slur for like, I don't know, like either a shitty weaponry thing that black people used,
a beep cannon,
or something that was used to kill beeps.
Sure, yeah.
Like something. I don't know. I'm not the racist here. You are, so I can't think of what it would be.
Or maybe neither the N or C stand for what you think they do, and it's just a mixed race, half black, half Chinese guy.
Oh.
A real NC.
You can say the C. No one cares.
I know. I'm gonna save it though for when I'm gonna save her for when I'm mad at them. I don't want to waste it just to say.
Well,
it.
just use my dad's favorite. Use Chinaman.
Chinaman, Oriental's always nice.
Yeah,
Love
but he goes Chinaman no matter what. You can be any ethnicity. He immediately assumes you're a Chinaman.
Indian.
Yeah, Chinaman.
Beauty.
Close enough. They touch.
Eastern Russian.
Eastern Russian. God damn, you better believe they're Chinaman.
How about those like
white women? Chinaman.
What's up with those Norwegian and Icelandic people who sometimes look Asian?
I don't know.
What's going on there?
Bad genetics.
I guess.
Well, first of all, Iceland, all inbreeding.
I guess Iceland's inbreeding.
And also,
that explains that.
And also, Norway, super racist, so probably also inbreeding.
I guess so.
Two inbred cultures sometimes making babies.
So if you inbreed
Asian,
if you inbreed enough, you eventually make Chinese people.
If you're an inbred person,
yeah,
and your partner is an inbred person, but of separate,
yeah,
although exactly the same ethnicity, you will make a Chinese.
You'll make a Chinese
baby. That's science.
That's science. Okay, we learned something today. Yeah. Second, The Wire sighting, Senator Clay Davis, aka Isaiah Whitlock.
Washington?
No.
Oh.
Well, though it is an Isaiah W. Yeah. Isaiah Whitlock Jr., I think.
Sure. Scott, I told you, I'm racist. I haven't seen The Wire.
I know.
I haven't seen The Shield either. Should I also see that?
I like The Shield. The Shield's high on my rewatch list.
You got too many things on your rewatch.
So
you just keep adding. Every time I see you, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna put that on the rewatch list. You know what? That's also going on the rewatch list.
I know.
Okay, Scott, you can spend the next 19 years of your life rewatching all those things.
I know. I just on Saturday I put the Boondocks on.
There you go.
The Shield was already on. That's not an ad. Mm-hmm. It was there.
Okay.
But
whatever you say.
But yeah, Isaiah Washington. Because he was in 25th Hour as well.
Yeah.
He's the now and I forgot to mention him on the 25th Hour one because 25th Hour is 2002. The Wire started in 2002, and I don't even know how much he showed up in the first season because I thought it was his character on The Wire who said she. But he does it in 25th Hour, which probably was filmed before The Wire started, because movies are probably shot before TV.
It was probably filmed right after 9/11.
Yeah, and then he did a big, comically long one in this. I'm like, oh, so that's not a Senator Clay Davisism. That is an Isaiah Whitlock Jr. That's what this guy does. He's the shit guy.
He's the shit guy.
I did not know that.
He's in one movie that I really love. I'm going to tell you what it is as soon as I find him. I don't want to type his name in. I just want to find him in the cast list. That's way easier for me.
Sure.
It's not. I could have. At this point, I could have found him already. Ooh, there's so many people in this fucking movie.
We've already addressed it, but I did write. I hope the dudes tell the women to go fuck themselves and start fucking each other, which might be the only thing that saves this dumb movie.
Oh, back in the pile. Back in the pile. He's in an episode of Kevin Can Wait.
Ooh.
But that's not what I've seen him in. I've seen him in something better than that.
Are you going to tell?
Which is hard.
Are you going to tell me?
What? I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh.
He's in a lot of stuff, man.
He is prolific. I wonder if he says his fame. I wonder if they do say the line Bart in like everything.
Probably.
He's
I
in.
bet you they do.
But I was so fascinated. I'm like, wait, this didn't start in The Wire, or at least started like concurrently with The Wire and a movie. I'm like, what is this guy's deal?
Oh, you've also seen him in one of your favorite TV programs.
Last Man Standing.
Nope.
I like a Red State sitcom.
Law and Order: Criminal Intent.
CI D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio, you fuck. You curly-haired fuck.
Found your
No,
guy?
I lied. You know what he's in that I like, that we both like him in? He's in several episodes of Chappelle Show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I definitely think I picture him in something, and he's funny.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
There you go.
There you go.
That's what you were thinking?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He was in Tyrone Bigum's Intervention and Racist Hollywood Animals. He was in that episode. And then he was in Black Howard Dean and Stereotype Pixies. God, that show's awesome.
Probably got to rewatch
Oh, he was also in 5 episodes of regular Law and Order.
As different people?
As different people.
Nice. I love it when someone has
3, 4, 5, all 5 different people.
Yeah, just a ton of credits on Loader because they're each appearance is like 3 years apart as a guy.
And no one's gonna remember.
Yeah.
Ooh. He might have also he's in the movie Eddie with Whoopi. And maybe that's what I'm thinking of, because I like that movie.
I like it too. I've seen it a lot.
Yvonne McBasket.
Yvonne McBasket. It's it was one of those like repeat renters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
It is good.
Also, fully licensed, which I love.
Yes.
You don't get tons of those.
Nyx,
baby. Yelling from the bleachers, a black lesbian who wasn't a lesbian at the time.
No.
And also, is she a lesbian? I don't know. I just assume.
I don't know.
I've seen her.
She fucked Ted Danson.
But that was in the 80s.
Everyone was fucking Ted Danson in the 80s.
Yeah, well, and everybody was fucking everybody in the 80s.
True.
All right, back to this fucking movie. we're over 2 hours at this point.
Are we?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
There was a very silly interpretive dance at a baby's funeral.
that was interesting. I like that there was a stained glass picture of Black Jesus in the church.
Well, that's probably closer to real Jesus than what everybody else thinks.
Absolutely. I kind of liked Cusack's speech in the church.
Yeah.
If you overlook the fact he's white.
Yeah, and at first, maybe it was just in my head, he was kind of trying to sound black.
Oh, I think he very much
but I think it sort of trailed off towards the end.
It did. I wrote, Is
John going to say the N-word?
Is this race-blind casting and John Cusack's character
Maybe.
is black?
Or maybe
Spike just had to have Cusack so bad?
Maybe. Or maybe it's a metaphor for something, Scott. Maybe having a white guy play a black preacher is like some stupid Spike Lee thing that he always fucking does.
Is it like Ed Norton being America?
Yeah, or that only makes sense to Spike and nobody else. So then you see it and you go, well, that's not good or funny.
It only makes sense to people who would intentionally wear Waluigi cosplay to the Oscars.
He won, didn't he?
He did win.
He fucking won his Waluigi, so...
That's true.
Although, didn't you find it a little suspicious that Sam Jackson was the one presenting the award?
What, are you saying the fix is in?
The fix is in.
Interesting.
Yeah, you got to look out for those things.
Okay, you shouldn't call them things. They're people, Drew. Come on, you stupid monkey.
I don't know
Drew.
what the note was, but I just wrote down "killing that pussy."
I think that was just like a line.
Yeah, but it was when the like dominatrixy scene with that redneck wearing the
Stars and Bars undies.
Stars and Bars undies that I was hoping were made by a gay man like mine were. And remember when Tom tried to get me canceled for doing that?
Yeah,
that was very funny.
Absolutely.
Then we get like what? State Senator D.B. Sweeney.
Is that Harry Lennox?
No.
Or is that the white guy?
DB Sweeney.
Oh, sorry. I
the
thought
actor.
Pardon me. I was like,
the white guy.
character. Yeah,
The white guy. He was a senator. He was a mayor.
He was
the prime minister.
He was the mayor of Chicago.
Mayor, yeah.
And Harry Lennox was one of his boys.
Was one of his boys.
Yeah. Harry Lennox saying "poontang" on the membrane was very funny.
Very funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote
Because he's just got that like great, like booming black guy voice.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, like that.
Even though he's not that dark.
He's not. He's for that voice, very light skinned.
Yes.
He's a real president on 24.
He's a real.
Why am I blanking on the man's
Well,
name?
first of all, I haven't seen 24.
And the Allstate or State Farm.
Oh,
insurance. All I can think of is
Dennis Haysbert.
Dennis Haysbert. I'm like,
Okay.
All I can think of is.
First of all, okay, I'm angry now.
Are you taking me to task?
I'm taking you to task.
Spanking?
Your number one Dennis Haysbert is not Mr. Baseball?
President on 24.
Kill yourself.
He's the president on 24.
Scott, I'm going to open this sliding door. I want you to jump off the balcony.
Off the 6th-story balcony.
And go headfirst into this thing. If Mr. Baseball is not your number one Dennis Haysbert...
I'm sorry, is he the president in Mr. Baseball?
He's the best friend of Mr. Baseball.
Is he the leader of the free world?
He's the sidekick, the black sidekick of Mr. Baseball, who teaches him how to play baseball in Japan.
Does he get shockingly murdered in the season 4 or 5 premiere?
Is he Brad Pitt? Well, then it's not that shocking or unexpected.
The assassination of Dennis Haysbert by the coward Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer kills him?
No. Kiefer's cool.
What a heel
Kiefer only tortures bad guys.
Yes.
He does not shoot good presidents.
Good.
Yeah. All I could think of when I was trying to pull Dennis Haysbert was David Paymer. I'm like, that's not even a black guy.
That is an old white guy. An old Jewy white guy.
Yeah. I like him though. Is he Lil Dicky's dad on Dave?
Yeah.
Do I have the right person?
Yeah.
I think I do. That's what David Paymer looks like to me. And if that's not David Paymer, I don't want to know about it. How about that?
Well, I'm going to tell you right fucking now.
Spike snuck in some of... It is? Good. We did it. Guys, we're safe. No spanking. Spike, near the end, I don't think he did much for like the first 3/4 of the movie, but he snuck in those 2 weird editing things that he also did in 25th Hour. The weird double
bam, bam.
Off a slap or something. Bam. And then the actor and camera on a dolly shot when they were doing entrances for the sex match.
Yep.
He really likes those.
He loves them.
So, good job. Oh, I thought there was a clever line. So, just when the women were going off and wilding out or whatever.
Yeah. When they wouldn't shut their yaps.
Seizing the means of reproduction.
Yeah.
That's a clever line.
That was clever.
Credit where it's due. I'm assuming the other guy who co-wrote this with Spike Lee wrote that line.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet. Yeah, so it gets to the point where the men are pissed that the women are withholding the pussy, and the women are like, no.
And the women have unarmed taken over an armory.
Yeah,
which started with the
because the pussy's got power.
Because the pussy's got power, which started with the general in the Stars and Bars undies.
Yes, getting BDSM'd.
Yeah. So that's like their home base that they're working out of, and then yeah, like the movement
grows.
Yeah, grows and like spreads across the world.
It gets back to DB Sweeney's wife, which I wrote the note. DB Sweeney will not be getting the 10% discount.
No, because as per DB Sweeney's words, he is married to a light-skinned biracial, a biracial black woman. Yeah.
But then he said something about like, if he can't.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, you got the line written down.
It's not what is said, but it's what is said.
Yeah.
If my wife won't fuck me, I'm gonna rape you, Harry Lennox.
Yes.
I assume that's where you were going.
Yeah, pretty much.
which I loved.
Like, it was pretty much like I'm nutting one way or another.
Yeah.
So it's either her or it's you.
So it can be in my beautiful biracial wife or you, Harry Lennox.
Yeah. Take your pick.
Of NBC's The Blacklist.
Uh-huh.
Or Showtime's Billions.
Uh-huh.
You hate TV.
I just don't watch a lot of it.
What did TV ever do to you? Well, that's true. I can't expect everyone to be like me. I'm the mayor of television. Not everyone's going to be
I'm the mayor of movies. Sure. So...
But M-A-R-E, you're just a girl horse of movies.
Yes. I watch movies, and you watch the same television show for 25 years.
I like a rewatch.
Yeah. Oh, I just meant like Law and Order.
Oh, sure.
You've watched every episode from the day it was on.
Might do for an SVU rewatch.
Sure, from start to
24 seasons.
You could do it.
Of SVU.
If anyone could do it, it's you.
I need to get COVID again.
Or we just need to get monkeypox bigger, so we all have to stay home again.
Well, we can't get monkeypox.
No, because we're not monkeys.
And we're not gay.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh, yeah. It's like, they're not saying it, but like...
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's like they're doing everything they can to not say it's new AIDS.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It's new AIDS.
Well, good. I'm going to go start having unprotected sex again.
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate. But just for you, Jim.
Jim, it's new AIDS.
It's new AIDS.
So, we get a Nick Cannon, Lysistrata showdown where first one to come wins, loses. Don't remember. Wins.
Don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember which one makes sense in the context. But
well, I guess finishing would make you the winner, because not finishing would make you gay.
Fair. Yeah, that's true. But so they have a showdown in the middle of the armory, and but then no one reaches a conclusion. Because a bunch of people come in. Oh, and like everyone's watching it. Everyone's watching it like the rich people in Squid Game.
Yes. Yeah.
In groups, and they're all reacting to it like it's the movie Friday. Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a lot of that.
Yeah.
And
a lot of hood shit.
Yeah, and then how does it get it just gets interrupted, and then then we just get the ending of the movie.
Then we get Uncle Sam.
We get Uncle Sam Jackson just straight up doing Patton.
Yeah.
Nick NC, take it for what you will.
Beep, beep.
Confesses to so like they everyone signs the big peace accord. So they can fuck again.
Yeah.
And everyone's wearing white except Nick, who's still being a little bitch and wearing his gang colors.
Yeah, of course.
But it's purple, so it's a pretty cool
hard.
color. Because he's hard. And then he like breaks down and confesses to J Huds that he killed her baby, and he fucking goes to jail. And Lysistrata
gets dragged away.
Yeah, and Lysistrata can fuck better guys.
Yep.
That don't have lupus.
Dat ass. Oh,
Cannon or her?
Her.
Yeah.
Dat
no, it's
ass.
Yeah. I'm like, because like I made a note the second I saw it, and then I'm like, but even as I'm seeing it, like they're gonna have to. To not comment on it in the movie is to do a disservice, and then they very quickly commented on it.
I believe in the words of Most Def, ass so fat you can see it from the front.
Absolutely. Mark Henry, how do you get your pecs to go all the way around to your back? And it ends and there's peace, and Sam wraps it up in front of the American flag, and Spike tells all you young dumb beeps
who are full of cum
to fucking knock it off and stop ruining his city of Chicago, except New York.
New York.
And that's the movie, and that's the Spike Lee movie we didn't want to watch, but had to, so we can get to our next episode.
It was only sort of okay.
And maybe you guys can figure out what that episode is, and maybe for once not disappoint
Just fucking do it.
Just do it.
Very quickly, because it's not like we're not running incredibly long.
Sure.
The other movie that I saw that was much better was called. It's called Where Do We Go Now? And it is directed by Nadine Labaki, which is the same director that did Capernaum.
Oh, I like Capernaum.
And it's so it's like in Lebanon, and what it is it's
shout out to Gael.
It's Christians and Muslims who live in the same city.
I'm booing both, by the way.
That then are fighting with each other. Like they've lived sort of peacefully, but they all start fighting with each other, and so the women get together and do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
The only funny thing about it is that the men then get a guy like who's not from the city to go get a bunch of Russian prostitutes and bring them to the city.
They're not in on the deal.
And then when the Russian prostitutes come and they're like, I guess technically they're strippers, but they are prostitutes.
You know.
So they all come to like the big bar and they're all like dancing with them and stuff. And then the women kind of convince them like, hey, you don't have to fuck these pigs. Like you can come with us and you can just like, we'll give you money and you don't have to fuck them. And they're like, oh, sweet. These guys are all disgusting anyways. And then they don't fuck them either.
Nice.
But it's very good. You should check it out. It's actually pretty funny.
Well, I like that director.
I don't think,
one for one as far as I've seen.
There's dancing in it, but there might be.
No dancing.
Actually, there might be singing too.
At a child's funeral.
At a child's funeral. But yeah, that's all. That's all I got. That's all she wrote.
That's all the news that's fit to print.
That's the news.
Drew, what's the timestamp for the ad?
10 minutes and 10 seconds.
Fuck off.